Good morning again, and we welcome California Congressman Darrell Issa. He is the chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee. Friday, Mr. Chairman, your committee, along with the Senate committee, announced you'd start issuing subpoenas soon if you didn't get the documents that you had requested from Secretary Sibelius' department. What exactly are you looking for now, and what is it you hope to find out?
We're looking for quick answers so that we can, on behalf of the American people, straighten out as much as can be straightened out that's above the water, which is the website, and the 90% that's below the water, like an iceberg, that are the other problems in Obamacare. And just quickly, 2,500 counties, almost 68, or almost 60%, 58% of those counties only have 2 or 1 companies bidding for health care. So it's not just the website, it's a question of cost and benefit to the American people.
The White House is saying, and they told me again last night, that they believe they can get this thing fixed by the end of November. And if they do, they say they'll be back on schedule and people will be able to buy this insurance before the deadline.
Well, I hope so. I hope for the American people that they can fix this and fix it quickly. But let's understand, your next guest, Jeanne Shaheen, Senator Shaheen, she's talking about extending or in some way recognizing that the American people don't just have a right to get on and make a quick selection. They have a right to a competitive opportunity that was promised to them. They have a right to find out who the doctors are because, in fact, they were promised they get to keep the doctor they have. And under bronze plans and some of these plans, there's no way they're going to get to keep them. And it's one of the reasons that I'm trying to push to the original goal, which was make health care affordable, something that is so far not happening in this act.
Well, what is it you think you'll have to subpoena the administration for the information that you want? I mean, what do you specifically want?
Well, a lot of it has to do with the contractors have already told us that, in fact, people represented that the White House was telling them they needed these changes, including instead of a simple, let me shop for a program, then decide to register, they were forced to register and go through all the things that have slowed down the website before they could find out about a price. The American people have a right, even if they don't need to use the exchange, to be able to find out what those prices are and look at them competitively against other opportunities.
The White House, the President, his Chief of Staff, Dennis McDonough, both have said that they stand by Secretary Sibelius, that the President still enjoys full confidence in her. Do you think she should leave?
Well, you know, you've had me on before asking about full confidence in Eric Holder. This President has to understand this was his signature legislation. They voted it on a purely partisan basis, but they had unlimited money, $600 million just to do this part and billions to do the other part. The President has been poorly served in the implementation of his own signature legislation. So if somebody doesn't leave, and if there isn't a real restructuring, not just a 60 days somebody come in and try to fix it, then he's missing the point of Management 101, which is these people are to serve him well, and they haven't.
So you're basically saying it would be best if she went.
If she cannot reorganize to get the kind of a team in consistently to meet his agenda, then she shouldn't be there. And right now, when she says she didn't know, why didn't she know that the President's signature legislation was in fact in trouble?
Let me also ask you about something else, and this is this brouhaha that's grown up since the German Chancellor Merkel revealed that the NSA had been tapping in and listening to her phone calls. Did we go too far?
Well, remember, the NSA works for the President. So it's a question of, did the President want to hear what Chancellor Merkel was saying? Because through his national security advisor, he knew or should have known. The question of whether or not the Four Eyes, whether or not our key allies are being listened to is an easy one. No, we have an agreement not to do it.
And that is with Great Britain, New Zealand, Australia, and Canada. Right. We have an agreement. We don't spy on them. But isn't it fair to say we spy on everybody else and everybody else spies on us?
We have a good Central Intelligence Agency, an NSA, whose job it is to look at open source, to interview people, to try to, not only for ourselves, have situational awareness, but for our allies. If what you do in Germany helps the Germans and us, that's fine. But I don't believe ever listening to a head of state of an ally would be appropriate. And I would hope if it's happened, that the president is just as upset as all of us are in Congress.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Mr. Chairman.